You are the problem to anything in your life. You are the problem for whatever it is that you are going through. You need to stop blaming other people and other things for what's happening to you. You cause what happens to you. You choose to do whatever it is that you choose to do. And just how you are the problem, you are the solution. I hope you guys are feeling great. I hope you guys are feeling positive, and I hope you guys are ready for these fucking good vibes. So, I'm talking about how you are the problem. Okay? You are the problem, and you have to fucking accept that. Your problem is yourself. And it's whatever problem you currently have. I'm going to be talking mainly about alcohol, drugs, but it's for any problem that you think you have in your life. It still goes back to you. Let's say you currently have a job that you hate, and you say that is your problem, your job that you hate, that's draining you, and that's causing you to just be in this negative, hateful state where you hate everything else and you take it all out on everybody else around you. It causes you too much stress, causing another problem. It's hard for you to concentrate at your job or even do anything because you hate it so much. It's impossible for you to concentrate at work, so it's impossible for you to concentrate anywhere else in your life. My advice to you will be, well, then do something about it. Take action. Like, quit. Look for another job. Pursue your dreams, whatever you want to do in life. But then you might think, that will be even harder. I'm going to have to start all over again. Your job is, it's a stable job, whatever. Finding all these excuses because you think it's going to be harder, which it might be harder. But you choose your own type of hard. Are you going to struggle every day with a job that you hate? Or are you going to struggle every day with doing something that you love? Think about that. You're just too comfortable in whatever the fuck it is that you're comfortable in right now. That's a problem. You're the problem. You're scared of failing. Another problem, which is you're the problem. Like you. That's your problem, and it goes back to you. You're the problem because you are scared to take risks. You are scared to fail. Well, fix that. Like, why are you scared? Because you're thinking negatively about yourself, because other people are telling you that you are going to fail, that you are not going to make it. That stays in your head, and you think about that, and it builds this problem inside of you. You're already a whole problem, and you're building all these little problems inside of you. And those people that are telling you that you're going to fail, that don't believe in you, even though you're not really trying to prove anything to them, or you might be, if you don't succeed, then you're thinking about that you're going to disappoint them. Dude, fuck others. Do what you want to do. Think for yourself. You're the problem again. You're putting others before you, others' beliefs before you. What they are believing about you, they become your beliefs. Their fears become your fears. You're probably in a toxic relationship that you know is toxic. It's draining you, and you think that's your problem because you're unhappy in that relationship. You're just unhappy in all areas of your life. You can't confront your partner. You take it out on other people around you. That's not the problem. Your relationship is not the problem. You are the fucking problem. Not even your partner is the problem. You're the problem for allowing yourself to go through that. For allowing them to talk down on you. For allowing them to mistreat you and to not love you the way that you deserve to be loved. You're comfortable there in that relationship. You think it's going to be hard without them. Probably because they are telling you that it's going to be hard without them. They're telling you you're not going to make it without them. And that lowers your confidence in yourself. You start doubting yourself. You might want to leave that toxic relationship, but then in your mind you're like, fuck. Their beliefs become your beliefs. You start to agree with them that you won't be able to make it without them. You won't be able to do shit without them. You're so used to being with them. You depend on them too much. For what? For them to mistreat you? For them to not love you? For them to treat you like shit? For them to drain your energy? For them to be just toxic and negative? For you to be unhappy? It's not worth it. And then all these things that I just talked about, a lot of them lead to substance abuse, alcohol abuse, whatever the fuck it is, because you're under all this stress. You're unhappy. And what do you want to do? What's the easiest thing to do? to escape. To escape through alcohol, to escape through drugs. I was never in a relationship, so I can't really like speak on it, but I've seen a lot, you know what I'm saying? And people always talking about how they're unhappy, and I'm like, well, why the fuck are you with this person then? Like, for what? I was in a job. I was in a couple jobs that I didn't like. And what would I do? Go out because work is too stressful. I hate it. This and that. It's not fun. That is not the only way. You have to take risks in life. If you really want to do something, do it and have a positive mindset. Make a fucking plan, a strategy. How are you going to get there? How are you going to level up in life? How are you going to take yourself to the next level? Because nobody is going to help you. Nobody's going to get you to that next level. Nobody's going to tell you what to do. You have to figure it out on your own. It can be hard, but it's fun also. And that's where you learn the most. Don't be scared of failing. All these things, just being unhappy and so miserable, it just builds up all these things inside of you. Stress, anxiety, depression, and you go to drugs. And then when you start using them and depending on them, you say that's the problem. You're just finding things to blame instead of yourself. Like, you're the problem. You are the problem. Not the alcohol, not the drugs, not the whatever addiction it is that you have. That is not the problem. You are the problem. It all goes back to you. Like, you think life is hard. Life is fucking hard. You know what I'm saying? Life is hard. And by drinking or doing any drug, it's not going to get less hard. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to get harder. You're just escaping and escaping and escaping. Life is going to get harder because once you face it, you're going to be like, yo, what the fuck is this? You're just creating a bigger problem for yourself. You're creating more little problems for yourself. You're creating more problems than your main problem, which is you. Yes, there's problems, but it still all leads back to you. Your choices, your habits lead you to a certain type of lifestyle. Okay, the people you surround yourself, your mindset, what you think about yourself, what you say to yourself. Everything that you do today is going to affect you tomorrow. So what choices are you making? What are you saying? What are you doing? What are your habits like? Sit down with yourself and see if you keep doing this, and that, where is that going to lead you? Do you want that? Do you truly want that? No? Alright, then it's time to fucking switch shit up. It's time to change shit. It's time to let things go, let people go, let habits go. And it's time to probably just chill alone, get to know yourself and do you for a cool minute. Stop looking for friends, for people that will love you. It will all come to you. You become the person like you would want to attract. You're not going to find the solution through alcohol, through drugs, through anything else. You are the solution. I thought alcohol was my problem, and it led to a bigger problem, cocaine. I blamed it on that. I said my life is horrible because this and that, but I still wasn't even doing nothing about it. It's not like the alcohol is telling me to use it, to drink it. I was choosing to drink it. I was blaming the alcohol, this and that, but yet I was still there. I had to accept that I was the problem. I was the one choosing the alcohol. Nobody else was choosing it for me either. Nobody was telling me, here, you need to drink. And I thought, okay, well, if I fix it, that will fix my problems. It's a big part in it, but you still have to work on you. Because it's not just about, like me, I was consuming the alcohol. Okay, but what else am I consuming? You consume other foods. You consume other drinks. You consume what you watch, what you're listening to, all of those things. My belief system, my mindset, everything. I had to fix everything. I had to go deep. You have to go deep and you have to lay out all your problems, all your little problems, and fix them. Work towards healing. You gotta heal. It wasn't just that little thing I had to fix and everything will be fixed. No, I had to go in and fix everything. Fix all of me. It's literally you keeping yourself from leveling up, from improving in life, from becoming the best version of yourself. I was drinking way too much, and I would say that's the problem. You might say that's the problem. Alcohol is a problem in your life. It goes way more than that. It's way deep more than that. Like, why are you drinking? Why do you go to alcohol? I don't know what your reason is. Think about that right now. Write it down. What makes you go to alcohol? What feelings? Something triggers you and you go to alcohol. You start getting these thoughts, you go to alcohol. You start getting these feelings, you go to alcohol. Why is it that you are going to alcohol or to any certain drugs or any addiction, any bad habit, whatever it is? Write it down. You have to face yourself. You're the biggest problem. Like, all of you. All those little problems cause a huge problem within you. Like, you are the problem. You have to face all those little problems instead of running away from them, instead of putting them to the side. They're just going to become bigger problems in the long run. Okay? You want to fix them now before they get even worse. And how are you going to fix them? I can't tell you exactly how to fix them because I'm not sure what problem it is that you have. But I know for me, with trauma and just like all my feelings, emotional trauma, meditating really helped me a lot. Journaling as well. I always talk about those things because you guys, they have helped me out so much. And there's just different exercises I've done. There's so many different exercises, you guys. Do your research. Read books on healing, on trauma, on whatever specific issue that you have. And try out different exercises. There's tons of exercises I've tried. And I stuck to the ones that really helped me the most. What helped me become at peace with myself. You have to forgive yourself and forgive everybody else around you for whatever they did to you. That's the main thing. And I know I struggled with that. And there was so many exercises I did for that. Because it was just so hard for me to forgive people because I was so angry. And I thought me forgiving them made it seem okay for what they did. But it doesn't. It doesn't make it okay for them for what they did. And I don't forgive them for them. I forgive them for me. And you're not forgiving them like in person most of the time because they're not going to apologize. You just forgive them, in your heart. And you have to mean it. And you have to do it a couple times in order for you to really forgive them. And you're doing it for you. Remember that you are doing it for you, for your peace. You're literally detaching yourself from them completely when you forgive them. You forgive them and you fucking let them go. Okay? Like, that's one thing I really did struggle with. That was one of my problems. That was why I couldn't move on at a certain point in my life because I was holding on to the past. I was holding on to them. I had to let all that go in order for the new to come in order to let positivity inside of me, inside of my life. I had to let go of all that negativity. You just have to let it go and just, dude, you feel it. I felt the energy. I just felt like so clear and I felt at peace. It just feels great. Everybody has their own beliefs, but I just think it's really stupid when people like, you can tell me how you feel. I'm open-minded, like, I'll hear you out. But people try to argue. Like, they try to tell me, like, no, that they are right. And I'm like, dude, whatever you believe, you believe. I believe what I believe. And that's what helps me. If that's what helps you sleep good at night, all right then. But you have to know that alcohol is another spirit taking over your body. It's not really you. There's no fun in that. When you think you're socializing with people, you're not really socializing with people. You're not being the real you. So who the fuck is socializing with them? Who the fuck knows? And if they're drinking, who's socializing with you? Who the fuck knows? Some negative spirit, to be honest. And I understand it. I understand you if you think like that because that's how my mindset was before. I'm an introvert. That doesn't mean I don't like talking to people. That doesn't mean I'm shy. I was a very shy person before because I wasn't confident. That was one of my problems. My confidence. And it led back to me. Why wasn't I confident? Because I would worry about what people would say about me. I thought people wouldn't like my authentic self, who I really am. I would think whatever I would say would be wrong. They wouldn't like it. They wouldn't talk to me again. They would think I was weird. Whatever the fuck, right? I'm the problem. The confidence. It was me. It wasn't them. It wasn't nothing. It was me. And I had to work on that and I had to fix that. I'm an introvert because I don't need people in order to re-energize. I like to keep to myself. I like my peace and I like me. Like, I prefer my alone time. I love my alone time. Like, I don't need nobody else to feel any type of way. Extroverts need people. I don't know how the fuck they do it, but people fucking drain me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it is that they need people in order for them to feel some type of way, to feel happy, to even feel at peace. I don't fucking know. I re-energize by taking care of me alone, by spending alone time, quality time with me, by loving me, not by being with people, bro. Like, I could be with people, but certain people, I'm not going to be somewhere where I feel like the vibes are off, with people that are just toxic and negative. I'm not going to do that either. If I feel some type of vibe is off, some type of way, my intuition telling me I gotta go, I'm going to fucking go. But I can be around people. I just prefer not to. People see introverts as weird, or I don't know, too shy or some shit like that, because they don't want to be around people. But there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be out here hella social, making talk with everybody, getting around all these souls, interacting with all these souls, like, that you don't even fucking know. You don't know what type of energy they're carrying, because energy sticks to you. I wanted to be more talkative, more social, so I would drink. And I just become a whole different person, to be honest. Like, if you ever encountered me, drunk me, back in the day, I was wild, okay? It's not that I was fun, anything like that. No, it was, I don't know who the fuck it was. I don't know what spirit it was you were interacting with, but that shit was not me. Because that's not me when I'm not under any substance. Like, yeah, I'll talk to you, but I'm not also gonna pour out myself to you, especially if I don't fucking know you. I know my limits. Like, I have my boundaries. And I'm not going to answer any question I don't feel comfortable with. And I'll tell you straight up too, People just be like pouring their whole life to people, saying their whole life, especially when they're fucking drunk. And I know that because, I went through it. I'd fucking meet some girls in the bathroom. They're like, next thing you know, it's like, I saw a post about this too. We're planning a trip together, planning to come here next week and hang out. And some of them will, like, stick to it. Like, yeah, we said we're going to hang out. I'd be like, dude, no. Like, no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to do that. Like, I would never agree to it if I wasn't drunk, under a substance. Alcohol doesn't make you any more confident. And you surrounding yourself with people who are just drinking are also not confident in themselves. I see it as, like, I was lowering myself to their level. If that makes sense. And it just wasn't helping at all by surrounding myself with those type of people who also didn't have confidence in themselves, who thought they needed alcohol in order to be fun, in order to socialize, in order to be more talkative or whatever. Like, it also just wasn't the real them. And I wasn't the real me when I was drinking. Alcohol was no help to my confidence. It's no help to you. People make it seem like it's okay to drink, like it's normal to drink a little bit alcohol, smoke some weed, to go socialize and have fun, to loosen up. That's not normal. I mean, what the fuck is normal? But that doesn't help at all. You know what I'm saying? It's only you that can fix your confidence problem. It's an issue. You got an issue, and you got to fix it. Alcohol's not going to fix it. No drug is going to fix it. Isn't it crazy how much alcohol is advertised? Like, society pushes it to us. Alcohol is a fucking poison, dude. It's a fucking poison. It tastes disgusting. It tastes like poison. Like, it's poison. Do you really understand what it does to you? Physically, mentally, emotionally. It fucks you up. And it's going to fuck you up in the long run. It's not helping you in any way right now. Somebody is staring at me. I'm sorry. It's because I'm in my car. Whatever. It's okay. I mean, I don't care. But it's just like, they're probably like, what is she doing? Hunty, I'm speaking some vibes. You want to come listen? Go listen to Liz Talks Vibes, baby. But, where the fuck was I? Talking about alcohol. Oh yeah, like, it's not going to fix anything. You're letting these substances, these drugs, the alcohol control you. You're probably even letting other people control you. It's time to take back that control. You control yourself. You control your choices, whatever it is that you do. And it's time for you to start making better choices for yourself, for your future, for your health, for your mental health, emotional health, for all of you. It's time to take control. It's time to take action and do something about those problems. You are seeking solutions. I don't know what answers through alcohol, through drugs. You are not going to find them. What you are going to find is more fucking problems. I guarantee you, more anxiety, more depression, more emptiness, more loneliness. You might think alcohol is taking away your pain, your sadness. It probably is for a little bit. But let me tell you, it's taking way more than that. It's taking your health. It's taking your soul, because you are detaching yourself from you. You think alcohol is filling up this hole inside you? Like it's just helping you heal? It's not. You know what it's doing? It's creating a bigger fucking hole. You're going to feel more empty, more lonely. It's sucking your soul out of you. It's sucking everything out of you. You're left with like nothing. You literally feel like nothing when you're drinking. Like nobody. Like you just, I believe I'm a soul in a human body, you know? Like you know what I'm saying? I'm also experiencing this human experience, and you're like soulless. You're just like a body, like you're just there, you know? And dude, you can get into this really dark place where you just think like, well, what the fuck's the point of this? You know, like you're just going down this hole, and it's just getting deeper and deeper and worser and worser, and it's just a big ass problem. Like it's just, and it's going to be harder for you to get out of it. You think it's going to be hard when you quit, but you know what? It's actually harder right now that you are currently drinking, that you are currently doing I don't know what drug. You know what's hard? The hangovers. You having to drag yourself out of bed, to change, to brush your hair, to put on some skincare. That's fucking hard. Putting up with yourself through that is hard. The constant irritation, the mood swings, because you just feel like shit. Dude, you feel like shit a day after you drink. That's fucking hard. It's hard to get anything done while you're feeling like that, while you're hungover. The problem is that you don't want to deal with all the mess that you have created. You don't want to deal with yourself. Quitting is easy. The decision is easy. But then you're face to face with yourself, with your problem. You're face to face with having to love yourself, learning to love yourself, taking care of yourself, building your confidence, with believing in yourself, with everything that has to do with you. Because it's not just about being sober, getting sober. You know, that's why I don't use the word sober. I don't know how I feel about it, because there's way more to that. People think you quit and that's it. Like, there's way more to it. It's about recovering yourself. It's not just about quitting. You think about it as just quitting. You're not drinking alcohol anymore. You're not using this certain drug. No, you are working towards recovery. You are recovering yourself. You are working towards loving yourself, towards healing. And it's not about recovering who you were before, about being that person you were before the drinking, because that person is what led you to drink. You don't want to be like that. You don't want to go back to anything that you once were. You're just recovering your true self, who you really are. You're recovering that authentic self that probably has never been let out before, that has been hidden for so long. And that was your problem. That you were never being your authentic self, that you were hiding your true self for so long, and it was hurting you. You were hurting yourself. That's the problem. The problem it was that you were not loving yourself. You were not choosing you. There's so many things that go into loving yourself, and you just weren't doing none of it. You have to fix all the little problems in order to fix all of you, because you're the problem. All of you, like, you're the problem. There's so many little problems that go into you that you got. You have to put in the work. You have to invest time and energy and probably money into you, into healing, into recovery, into loving yourself, into taking care of yourself. Nobody else is going to fix you. Nobody else is really going to help you. You're probably not going to get any help. I'm here to help. I'm here to inspire, and I'm helping you by speaking through my experiences and just speaking what I went through and what helped me. I really, really do hope that this does help you in any way. And I hope that this just inspires you to even Start thinking about it. Start thinking about your choices, your life choices, your health, your mental health. Start questioning self-love. What is self-love? Start getting to it. Start doing research. I'm over here talking about it. Go and see what other people have to say about it. If you don't fix yourself now, it's going to be harder to fix yourself later on. Let me tell you one thing too. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect, so don't try to become this perfect person. The only person you should be in competition with is yourself. It's a you versus you always. You want to be the best version of yourself. You want to become better. You want to be better than the person you were yesterday, last week, last month, last year. It's about improvement. Don't think about trying to be perfect. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Don't compare your life to nobody else's life. It's a you versus you. You are your own problem. You are what causes other problems around you. Outside of you, inside of you. So don't ever run away from them. Face them. That's the only way to get rid of them. You're not going to get rid of them through alcohol, through any substance, or nothing like that. You are the problem. Accept it and be accountable for your actions. Don't hate yourself. You know, you did what you did. I know after I quit drinking alcohol, I kind of like hated myself for a little bit because I'm like, damn, I really did this to myself for so many years. Like, I really hurt myself. And, you know, I took that as motivation instead of thinking so negatively about me. The way that I dealt with it was I turned it into positivity, and I turned it into motivation, into just not looking back and just learning from all of it. I could go back when I reflect, but I'm taking that as motivation and inspiration for me to be fucking better in the future, because it's all about the future now. I mean, not that you live in the future and just think about the future, no, but like the present. I want to do good in the present. I want to make the right choices in the present, and I want to be aware of what I'm choosing in the present, because that has a huge impact on tomorrow, on next week, on next month, on my future. You know, so you just have to kind of keep it in mind. Don't worry about the future, don't stress about it, but just keep it in mind what your choice is today, how that will affect your life. I love you guys. Don't forget to speak good vibes to yourself and speak good vibes to others. I am so proud of you, my peeps. It's tough. I know it's easy to blame other people, and it's hard to really face yourself, but you have to do it, and it's what's best for you, and it's really going to help you, and it's going to be the best thing, honestly. So don't be afraid of yourself. Love yourself. Turn that scare, that fear into love. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next episode. Peace, my babes.